Did you know that responsiveness is interpreted by men as beauty? Women think that men are visual, and they are. But they don't realize that enthusiasm and responsiveness has been studied all over the world. Studies have concluded that the responsiveness of women is perceived as beauty, because it's a fact that women who are more responsive are interpreted as more beautiful by men. Women, in contrast, do not interpret responsiveness as beauty or as beautiful. They interpret men's responsiveness as aggressive, or as if maybe they're going to be taken advantage of, or they wonder, what does the man want from them when he's more responsive? That's why sometimes when men think like, well, why isn't she responding? Why isn't she responding? It's because she sees his enthusiasm as too aggressive for her. Women don't realize how responsive they need to be, because they don't interpret responsiveness as something positive. They interpret it as being aggressive. Sometimes you see a man with a woman and you say, like, what does he see in her? What on earth does he see in her? They're responsive. And men interpreting it as beautiful, as fabulous, because they're responsive. They're showing enthusiasm. They're showing desire. Women think they're so smart knowing that men are visual. And yes, they are visual. But they're also visualizing your body language, your attitude. These things are visible too. Not just your fashion style, not just your weight and your body and your muscle tone. If people cared more about their tone of voice than the tone of their muscles, they'd be doing a lot better off. Your husband's living with you long enough to see what you're getting excited about. He's standing next to you at every wedding and every party, and, he sees the way you greet people. Hi! It's your tone of voice. It says it all. He sees your responsiveness everywhere. And then what? You go home to the house, you shut the door. Okay. This is what I mean when I say you shouldn't verbalize your tiredness all the time. I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted. That's the opposite of responsiveness. Is anyone going to be more responsive since I posted this thing? Or are you just going to be like, get off of me? Don't give yourself the too tired, unresponsive reputation with your own husband. That's your only partner. Women make huge commitments to their skincare regimens and their fashion and their dieting and their looks. And they're very, very focused on their looks. What are you knocking yourself out for? The rest of the world closes the lights, gets under the covers, and they're responsive. They're responsive. They're not focusing so much on the looks, the fashion, they're not even bothering. Why should you train your husband that you're the too tired wife? And everywhere he goes, everybody looks dressed up, beautiful, and energetic. They're just as tired as you. They're even more tired than you because they're even working out harder than you. Who's going to be the source? Who's going to be the source of his variety, of his desire? I mean, you're every woman to him. Every woman. Remember last week I was talking about saying I miss you? It's because he's thinking like, yeah, my wife's too tired. Yeah, why should I commute? And she doesn't miss me. And, she's not showing any responsiveness. There's no enthusiasm. Something that you could do for free. He sees that you're not too tired for everything else. So how come you're too tired for him? The men could give a compliment too, The men could show a little appreciation. They could be a little nicer. Maybe if the men would compliment them more, use the stock answers. I love you, you're gorgeous, you need money. Wow, show a little enthusiasm. Also, so am I talking to myself here? Is anybody going to listen to me about responsiveness? How many times a day do you say, I'm too tired? I want you to take one day, and count how many times you say, I'm too tired. Last week, I asked everyone to make a list of what they thought would make the husband happy. Was being more responsive on your list?